I don't know. This is actually my first. I just started recording, by the way, but this is my first time recording like remotely with someone.
Okay.
So I found this app that does a lot of the audio, like editing and fine tuning automatically, because I'm too retarded to do any of that myself.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And yeah, I figured I'd give it a shot, see how it goes.
Okay. So first things first, I did sort of put together a piece of music here. I can play it for you.
Okay.
It's just 30 seconds, but I thought it was fun enough, at least for our concept. Hold on. I also like to always have a music bed, if that's not clear. I always have music playing because I can't deal with the awkward silence. It's either have a music bed or I'm going to talk the whole time.
Well,
right,
okay.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, me personally, I'd rather just talk the whole time. I figured between the two of us, we could fill any awkward silences.
Oh, absolutely. But I still, for my own like weird schizophrenic brain, I have to have music going in the back of my head. I don't know why. All right, hold on. Here we go.
Deb, we're in the middle of a recording session, so every fucking thing you say is going down on tape.
Oh, right. Like you guys ever care about that crap?
Very simple, goofy little intro from the movie Strange Wilderness. I thought it was pretty good, so that way people didn't take us too seriously.
Sounds good to me. I've never seen that movie.
You gotta see it because if you're a fan of any of the Happy Gilmore, Seth Rogen, team shit, where it's like all those guys. Oh, even Broken Lizard, the guys from Super Troopers. There's Detective Farva from Super Troopers is in Strange Wilderness, and he's one of the best characters. Bro, it's so stacked. It's one of those movies that you're like, how has nobody seen this? And it took me forever to find the DVD.
Nice. You have the DVD?
Oh, dude, I have a whole collection still. So many DVDs.
Do you still like rip them?
What do you mean, like off the internet?
Yeah, I mean to watch.
Oh no.
How you got the?
I wouldn't even know where to go to rent a DVD. Is Redbox still a thing?
I have no clue. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, right.
And then also
this is what I mean. I bought the DVD a while ago.
Okay.
Like, I wasn't going looking for it now. You know what I mean? I just like when DVDs were popping, I had to have it because it wasn't on any streaming services anyways. But
I was just picturing like Paddy, like, okay, we've got a podcast to do. Let me go find my local Blockbuster.
Shit, I wish. I honestly do wish. I miss those days when you could go into a place that had the things on the wall. Or at least it looked like it had it. Then you grab it and there's no thing behind it. And you're like, fucking every one of these is rented. There's 200 of them.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Like, I mean, me and my family always showed up on CP time. So we would get there and all the good movies would be gone already for a weekend.
Yeah. You're like, did you ask the cashier, like, has anybody dropped this off? Is there one that you guys are waiting to put back on the shelf?
Yeah, they'd look at us like we were brain dead.
Right.
And just next thing you know, I'm watching The Importance of Being Earnest because I think it's an earnest movie. They're fucking like...
You know what? You might be onto something with this where it was like, because of those movies being out, like the one that you wanted to watch, a lot of us had to watch the Ernest movies, or we had to watch fucking Conjunction Junction, like fucking what? Because all of a sudden, what? Men in Black's not in or whatever,
Yeah. It's like, I guess I'm going to watch Ace Ventura 2 for the 80th time. It's the only one that they ever had in stock. I loved it, but still, it was a lot.
Wait, which one?
Ace Ventura 2.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I saw it.
Go ahead.
I saw it all the time, but I never watched the original one until way later in life.
It probably ruined it for you. It had to have.
Yeah.
It's so different. You're kind of like, that's what it was. This is graphic. the dolphin, all that shit. Jesus Christ. All right, but I got two things. I have three total. I just figure I don't have really jokes written down for it or anything. I just have the concept, and then we can riff off that. I figure you just, get it rolling however you want to. I got a soundboard here. We got all kinds of stuff if we need it. If it feels necessary, when I'm feeling it, I'll hit it. Otherwise, I'll just let it go. But so far, go ahead.
I'm just gonna leave that up to you then.
Okay. Do you want me to play the music before and then do an intro thing or what?
Yeah, I guess play the music, do an intro. Do you want to do the intro? Should I do the intro?
You should do the intro. Your name first on the title card.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Let me restart it. Hold on. Got a lot of knobs over here. Hold on. Not just me. All right, here we go.
Deb, we're in the middle of a recording session, so every fucking thing you say is going down on tape.
Oh, right, like you guys ever care about that crap?
Yeah, what up? Welcome to the Man Pad with Manny Medicinal and Paddy Painkillers. How y'all doing?
Natural fade out. That's what we do here.
Yes. I'm kind of a rookie to podcasting myself. I've done one or two with some local comedians and they never worked out. So I was like, all right, let me branch out.
Sometimes you got it, and then you find shit like this. So we'll see what happens, man.
Exactly.
Either way, I'm Pat. Do you want to give them our actual stage name? Paddy Broken Skull, Manny Muskets, the Man Pad. I honestly, when I first sent you the art for this show name and I came up with the name, I was like, that sounds like what a man who bleeds from his penis would probably use. A man pad.
Yeah.
I'm like, if we got to make that joke first, dude, before they do.
I was thinking the same thing. I honestly, I wasn't sure that you put two and two together.
Oh, dude. When that was the first thing that came to my head, I was like, what would a man pad even be? I mean, I guess it's like a guy's house, sort of, but then my first thing was obviously the man pond, tampon, yeah. But it works so perfect with our names. I was like, there's no way it's not, we might as well be cliche as shit.
Yeah, let's go for it. Full send.
How else are they going to listen to us if we don't commit to the obvious thing standing in front of us?
Yeah, I mean, I figure it lets people know that it's going to be nothing but bitching.
Oh, no,
that's a badly way.
That's the thing I was going to tell you, too, is I'm not really known for that. I rarely ever complain. I'm more of an upbeat guy. I see the sunshine. I like... Hold on. Okay, that's because it's not true. I fucking hate everything and everything stinks. So we're definitely going to be bitching. Yeah. So we're going to get a lot of female followers. All right, enough jokes. But like Manny said, he is new to podcasting. He hasn't done it a lot, and I've led the way a lot. And also, I have an addiction to talking, so I'm going to step all over him a lot of times, and it's annoying. I guess I'll just set it up, Manny, if you'd like. We're just going to complain. We're coming here with complaints. A lot of podcasts are sort of on this tip now where it's fine to bitch about everything, but we're going to do it our way. I don't have a history of being upset about anything. It's not really my style. Of course, I'm lying. Manny, anything else you'd like to add to that? Give us our first one.
I want to first let people know that we're going to list what the main complaints are. You can vote on which one's the biggest at patreon.com/themanpad.
I love it.
You need to pay to play, though. So it's participation isn't free because we're the hosts.
I like it. I like that. That is a t-shirt. Participation isn't free. I don't know if you put the logo on the front or the back, but either way it works.
Big facts.
All right, so go ahead. Anything else?
Nah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Honestly, the music bed's been distracting me.
Oh my god, I'm just stoned, so I don't even know. I'm just gonna...
that too.
I'm excited to share mine with you. That's why.
Okay, well, I'll let you go first.
All right,
you're the bigger name.
That's okay.
I can go first if I can go first if you want, but
I actually, what's funny is I think our names have the same amount of letters. If that's what you mean. All right. So the first thing that I wrote down, because we'd been kind of contemplating the show for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, give or take.
Yeah.
I wrote this down like the other day because I saw it in person, and I just have here. My first complaint is old people getting hurt. Okay. Now this is vast, but I want to narrow it down a little bit more. My thing is like, if you're 65, 70 years old and I see you in a cast, I see you with an ankle brace, I have an issue with your lifestyle choices. You're almost 70 years old, dude. Why are you being so active that you're cracking bones? That's fucking weird. That's weird. Because I actually saw a lady, wasn't 60 or 70, but old enough where I was like, really? What are you doing? What's your weekend like? What's your fucking home life like where you're coming in with a fucking torn MCL? You're 60. I'm telling you right now, and I guess it's maybe just my own perspective, because when I see myself at 60 or 70, I'm sitting there like, yeah, I would not do anything for most of the day. I certainly wouldn't do anything that would get me hurt. Like I would have grandkids or something for that. And then you see these people and you're like, what are you doing? You still doing karate? You taking jujitsu, granny? What the fuck is happening? Was it a ski weekend? Sit down.
But these people are so old, they'll hurt themselves doing anything.
That is true.
Like, what if she went down to like pick up a newspaper and she slipped on the front porch?
Isn't that what you want to know, though? You want to ask them that. How'd you do it? How? What the fuck happened? She's like, I was cutting a grapefruit. You're like, God damn it, granny. Like, really? You were simply just chopping up stuff and then you broke your elbow? Some weird shit slipped in the kitchen?
You talked about old people getting hurt. The first image that pops into my mind is Rick Moranis walking down the streets of New York, minding his own business.
Yeah, but that wasn't his fault.
You didn't say old people hurting themselves.
That's true. But also, you could make the argument, should have stayed inside, Rick. Should have stayed inside, dude. Too old to be walking around.
Big facts.
It's tough, dude.
It is. Fucking these old
well,
people.
Imagine, that's what I'm saying. Imagine yourself. You have to put yourself in your shoes and be like, dude, if I'm going to the grocery store, I'm wearing a winter getup, what a snowsuit, just in case I bump into a shelf. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be extra careful. Whereas you see these other people, you're like, grandma's got a visor on, she's smoking, she's fucking wearing shorts, she's roller skating. You're like, you're doing too much, grandma. Get inside and fucking cut that grapefruit.
So that doesn't inspire you at all. Like,
no.
You don't see an old person doing stuff and be like, that could be me one day. I could grow up and
you know
keep
what?
myself in shape.
What it inspires me is for the last day. The last day I'll take off the fucking snowsuit. I'll go buck wild, 90 in the Corvette. You know what I'm talking about? Other than that, up until that day, when I'm feeling fine, I'm all good. I'm just gonna hang out. No reason to push it. Why risk it? When you're that age already, why even risk it? That's really what it is. These people are living. Maybe they're not. You're right.
What do you have to lose at that age? Any day could be the last day.
Here's the thing. If I am gonna do the thing, I don't want to break an arm. Kill me. Make sure I die. Make sure whatever it is I'm doing there, I'm not just going to come back paralyzed at 70 now. You know what I mean? Live my whole life walking. I skydive one time, break both my legs, and I survive. What the fuck, dude? I get in a car accident and all of a sudden I'm fucking in a wheelchair. No, dude, I gotta go. It's gotta be all the way. Coming back with a broken arm's like teasing fucking death. You're like, hey, look, almost. He's like, don't worry, I'll get you off a bad cough in the winter.
I can't even argue with that. At first, I thought, aside, I don't want to be calling these things that we talked about complaints, because women complain, and this is the man pad.
That's right.
That's what I forgot to bring up earlier. I'm thinking gripes. I'm thinking bitch fits.
Annoyances. There's something there for it. We'll figure it out.
Leave a comment. Say what we should call them. But my gripe for the day is having a shit in public. because recently I've been outside, not even like in public buildings, just outside going for a walk, waiting for the bus, and then I need the need to fart,
Right.
and my diet hasn't changed lately. I haven't been doing anything different. I've just been getting older, and the fart's been getting riskier.
That's
So,
beautiful. That's beautiful. And we all feel that. We all feel that. Now imagine the person who's 70 years old with a broken arm feeling that same fart. It's a different fart. You know what I mean? That could be the last fart. We'll combine the things, bro.
well, let the 70-year-old wear a diaper.
There you go. Yeah, you might as well.
I can't be doing that.
That's true. Not yet.
I'm too old for the late night Taco Bell, but too young for the diaper in public.
That's
so
the fucking, that's much. There you go. I love
it. Now I'm waiting at the bus stop, and I got a shit, and I'm like, do I take the shit now or do I wait for the bus?
You know what? How about this? Maybe you're at the perfect age, where now you plan your day around your shit, right? Like you can't leave the front door until you know those shits are over with, right? So from now on, any appointments, whether or not we're doing this podcast, you make sure your shits are done for the day, and then you can eat again, and then that next shit's not going to creep up for another, 6 I don't know what fucking digestion takes, but however long it takes. By the next time it creeps up, you'll be fucking mid-sleep.
That requires planning in advance.
That's true. We live fast and loose over here. Fast and loose, like a butthole.
I wake up. I'm already late for work. I'm like, okay, let me just throw some clothes on, get out the door, and next thing I know, I'm taking all the clothes back off. It's cold over here at this time of year. So I got 18 layers on. I'm taking 19 layers off.
I like it. Yeah, who doesn't shit naked? You got to shit naked at this age too. You might as well shit naked, fully naked. What I mean, it's the safest way to be. If we're talking safety alone, that's the way to go. Take off all the clothes, dude. That, and also leave them outside the door in case you have a roommate or a loved one. They know you're taking a shit now. Don't come in at all. Stay away, dude. There's a pile of clothes outside, and you don't hear the shower running. There's a power wash going on in the toilet for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm painting that toilet bowl 3 different colors. Like I don't know why I have multicolored shits. I only eat one color in my diet. Everything I eat is a different shade of beige. But coming out, it's brown, it's yellow. There's some red, some green.
Oh God! Absolutely painting. I mean, what a palette. Impressive. So yeah, first complaint, old people getting hurt. Second complaint, shits in public. And you know what? I knew a lot of people, just to add to yours, I knew a lot of people growing up, a lot of my friends that wouldn't shit in public, but I had no problem with it. Kind of enjoyed it. You know, like this is their problem now. Like leaving that stink when you walk out is not a problem for me. I enjoy it. Like good luck, dude. This is going to be a problem for you when you walk in. Hopefully you don't have a mustache because you won't anymore. But truth is, it's been a long time. I think the last time was probably at a festival in a porta potty, where the one where you kind of hover above the seat like you're using a bidet, but you're taking a shit without touching the actual rim of the toilet seat. This is getting too graphic. Let's move on. All right, so
no. Let's stay on this topic.
So gross.
What festival was it?
I don't. It was just like those stupid little festivals they have in your cities where they set up a tiny Ferris wheel for a 24-hour period, and there's cover bands playing. It was actually a poor choice on bathrooms because there was actually sort of a real bathroom not much further away. But, you know, in those moments, you're like, I'm living dangerously, dude. I got to get it over with. And also the next person that goes in this porta potty, this is trouble. Good luck, dude. But that is the scariest thing, trying to shit in a porta potty, dude. It is not. like pissing is one thing. Pissing sucks because you have to look at it all. You know, if you're aiming, you have to look inside the hole, and it's just filth. It's like Gacy's basement. You know what I mean? Just fucking corpses, dude, upon corpses stacked. It looks like fucking. I don't know. I got nothing else.
No. Me personally, I've had to get over that in the last couple of weeks because
I tell you what. If I see fucking reds and greens down there, I mean, I'm out of there as well, dude. I'm not looking at it at all. I'm fucking flushing before I stand up.
Dude, last week, I'm on the train. I'm like, okay, I gotta shit. I get off. I stop by the McDonald's before I go to where I'm going. The McDonald's bathroom, there's already a homeless shit inside the toilet. And you can just tell when it's a homeless person shit. I don't know how. I don't know why.
It looks like it's malnutrition. There's not much to it. It looks dry and it's in water.
Well, I try to flush, but they must have shit on top of a shoe or something.
Oh,
no. There's just a fucking log of shit that's not going anywhere. And I'm like, okay, I just had a beef patty on the way to this bathroom. That's why I got a shit. So I took a homeless shit on top of the homeless shit. And now I don't plan out like, am I gonna like take my shit before I leave the house? But I make sure I'm never too far away from a public restroom. That's how I plan my day.
Yeah.
Like,
you don't use the GPS to find your location. You're looking to see restrooms as on your route. You're like, is there a place where if I have to, I can take a left and pinch one off? But dude, it's just kind of nice hearing about a homeless guy willing to use a toilet. You know what I mean? Like that's a rare. How often do you hear that? Actual homeless man using a shit. Did he? The funny thing about it is clearly he didn't wipe. It was just a shit in the toilet. There's no toilet paper.
No, but have you ever taken a shit so bad in a public bathroom that you had to leave the underwear behind?
I've never left. I don't think I've left the underwear but one time, and I can't even remember. I think I just stuffed it in the. You remember? Have you ever seen in public restrooms how they have the connected trash can to the paper towel? This is before everything's air dry now. It's nothing but automated air dries in most places, and fucking that shitty automated paper towel too, where you have to keep putting your hand under, get one. Back then, you could just pull handfuls of the brown shit, and it was connected to the trash can, which was like flat against the wall. It was that type of trash can, so it wasn't even like a fancy trash can. I just stuff it underneath where people were also going to grab to dry their hands. So it was suspicious. For sure, somebody found that later and was like, well, I couldn't have been the only one either. I don't ever believe that. I never look back at my shits, like my shit trails, and think, oh, I'm the first guy. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm the singular person that could have left their shit underwear in here at the mall this day. You know what I mean? For sure, somebody else did. In most cases, dude, I would try to fucking keep it. You know, I'd fucking rinse it off in the sink or some shit, ball it up, put it in an extra shirt that I had, and take it with me. I'll tell you this story. I might have shared this on a podcast. I don't know if you've ever heard this, but I made my cousin laugh when we were kids at a urinal. Him and I were pissing at a urinal, and I had made him laugh so hard that he stopped laughing because he shit himself. Like while we're pissing, we're laughing so hard. Dude, and it made me laugh harder the way he stopped laughing so quickly. And then he got in trouble for it. And I had always just in my brain back then, I was like, it's just such an odd thing. Like he didn't choose for that. He was surprised by this shit as much as everybody else. Like the look on his face was like, that wasn't supposed to happen.
No, by the time you're taking a piss, you know if there's also a chance that you might have to shit too.
Sure. So I also think that he might have been trying to push a fart out mid-laugh. And you know how when you're laughing, a fart will force itself out. He let it loose, man. And then we had to go back and tell my grandma, like, yeah, he's carrying his underwear now. We gotta go. We have to leave.
That's a leave the underwear in that situation.
Bro, she was so mad. It was fucking ridiculous. And I didn't understand. I was like, I didn't understand. Why? How could you be mad? I'm just funny, dude. No. My cousin was he was easily, you could get him easy, you know?
How
Just
old
being
were you?
goofy. Dude, I swear 10, 11, maybe. Just young kids. This is when you had to take a partner to the bathroom. So even if because my grandma couldn't go to the bathroom with us, right? So if I had to go, my cousin had to come with me, or vice versa. We couldn't go alone. It was that era. Oh, you got to take a pals, swim with a friend. So I don't know which one of us had to piss, but we took off to the bathroom while she was looking at sex novels. You know how old people are, man. They read that shit.
Yeah.
It's it's not porn because it's a paperback. Yeah, but he's talking about anal in the first chapter, Grandma. Relax. She's dead. She's dead, so.
Well, R.I.P. to a real one.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. To get upset over random poo is a special kind of person. All right, I do have another one. Let's go. You ready? This is an old one. I'm gonna do this one instead. This might be tough because I don't know how you dress. I just assume you're a normal person. But I wrote this down because I dealt with this recently. But I said anybody that wears camouflage as a fashion statement. Okay.
That's a statement. Okay.
And you know what? I'm gonna exclude black guys. How about that? In my head, that's not what I pictured at all. But I was like, Drake would look good in some black and white camo. You know what I mean? Like it would just work. Kanye.
Just say if you're black, you have to go with the snow camo.
But if you're a white guy and you just wear camo, but you also don't hunt, I got a problem with it. You know what I mean? I got a problem with it. That's fucking weird. Because to me, it's like you're giving off this impression that I own guns. And also, I have 5 teeth in my head. And also, hit my wife. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things you're giving off when you're a white guy wearing camouflage. That's not just a jacket. It's a headband. It's the pants, the boots. And you don't hunt. You just happen to own guns. That's a different type of guy that wears camouflage as a fashion statement than, Manny Fresh. Using your name, huh? But you get my point though, right? Like it's just you've seen that guy. Everybody, and sometimes they're homeless guys. It's like, where are you finding all this camouflage? Where's the surplus of camouflage? That's your fashion statement. That I don't get to see you against that brick wall when you ask me for 50 cents.
Yeah, so they can pop out and surprise you.
Right. It's like I'd rather be greeted by a guy in a fucking blazer. You know what I mean? I see you coming, dog. I don't care that you got 5 teeth in your head and you look like you haven't ate for 6 days. Ask me for 50 cents in a real jacket. Don't look like a scumbag. And honestly, this comes from a story where I was grocery shopping, and as I was leaving, this guy showed up in his big ass truck. I think it was a Suburban with a snowplow on the front. And he pulled up to the side of the store, not like in the parking lot. He pulled up next to his girl who was pushing the groceries out. And she was even like, what the fuck? And he had a car behind him. And as the car sat there and waited for him, he started to go, but took a quick left turn to go park. And the car behind him was like honked because they didn't know he was going to turn. And he yelled out his window. And then I watched him just sit in the middle of the parking lot and help this woman put the groceries in the back, whatever. Obviously his girl. But I swear to God, he looked dirty as shit. He was wearing shorts with like a camo shirt or hoodie cut off and then like camo bandana. And I'm like, gross. You just look like a scumbag. Like just a piece of shit. Like who's wearing that? You better be a SoundCloud rapper, dog. Like fucking, what is happening with the headband? What are you, Pharrell? Like,
what time of year was it that he needed a snowplow?
2 weeks ago. That's what I'm saying. This is where I'm from. The Midwest shit. We got these boys out here that wear camouflage shorts and have a snowplow in September. Like, they don't give no fucks, bro, because they're trying to get that money early. They said first snowplow. First snow drop, I'm getting that $20.
He said you can wait 20 minutes to see if it melts, or you can hire me right now for $5 worth of meth.
I'll be honest, some of the best plowed streets I've ever had. Anywhere I've lived, I swear to God, anywhere I've lived that has had snow, best plowed streets by far. Because I've spun out a bunch just driving. But how do you feel about that? What do you feel about camouflage, my guy?
I'm not a fan of it. It reminds me of the 8th grade. I'd had a big pair of camouflage jeans,
Everybody did.
And
You didn't
well,
pick them out though, did you? That was when mom still bought your clothes.
back then, she still does. Now I just gotta wait till Christmas.
Yeah, you just got away from the camouflage too. She's like, that was for when he was in 8th grade.
Yeah,
She knows.
exactly.
It's
But
like
I thought I was cool. I thought I was Manny Fresh. I showed up at school, and all the goth kids started roasting me day one. So
wow.
here I am rocking camo, and I'm like, this is bad if I'm getting roasted by the goth
Yeah,
kids.
no shit because mostly most of the goths that I've ever met don't talk. You know what I mean? Not to anybody else, just their other goth friends in a circle. Just never to anyone else. Like freaky, we know what you're doing type shit. Are you witches? All right, but
These folks who got
camouflage.
aggressive goths.
Yeah, you must have. These were goths that are eventually going to be housewives. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. We got the goths that'll send you to Satan.
she has a Ouija board in her backpack. Cut that. All right, what's your other one? What else you got?
Hi, this is something I've been thinking about lately. I was scrolling Twitter the other day, and I see a video of Doja Cat at an Usher concert, and she looks ready to go home with Usher. So my problem is just Usher. We've let this man get too powerful.
Oh man,
Like, think about it.
Go ahead.
Usher's a light-skinned dude with dark-skinned energy. Like, why? Anyone who tries to stand against him gets their life ruined immediately.
Hey, he's just like P. Diddy in that way, though, right?
He is. I mean, but it's also the hoes have turned against P. Diddy.
True.
They still love Usher because he's got the light-skinned energy.
Well, yeah, but also P. Diddy never really did anything, so I could get why they'd still be a fan of Usher. You know what I mean? But P. Diddy exists. I get what you're saying, though. The Usher thing, very odd.
Dude,
even Doja Cat's like, I'll buy tickets. Nah, she got in for free.
Dude, Doja Cat doesn't even like black men. Why? Why is she ready to go home with Usher? Remember when Keke Palmer went to a concert and the entire internet started roasting her boyfriend for not being okay with it? Like,
go ahead.
if you're not familiar, the boyfriend was like, "Don't go to that Usher concert dressed like a hoe." Next thing you know, Usher's got Keke Palmer in a music video making fun of her own baby daddy.
Jeez.
No matter what he does, he gets away with it. The Boondocks tried to warn us about Usher back in like 2004. They got canceled that season.
Huh.
Dude, like Usher, I've known Usher has herpes since I was in grade school.
I mean, that's fast. You're opening my eyes.
People still want to fuck with him.
I'm being honest. I was singing Confessions like 2 days ago.
Confessions is a song about how he will cheat. That was the first Usher song I heard.
I'll tell you what. Hey, good on him. He wrote a banger while he was cheating on those bitches. Good on him.
He said, I'm going to cheat on you. And every bitch listened to him like, I can't wait until he's my husband. He's going to cheat on me.
Maybe that actually means that that song Burn had a different meaning. You're talking about herpes and gonorrhea. Yeah, something was burning.
Yeah, he let it burn. he did Confessions, he let it burn, and then he came back with Confessions Part 2. He said, I'm going to cheat on you and get the other hoe pregnant.
Yeah, we're going to have children. Also, we're going to have kids. P.S. We're going to have kids, by the way. And she's like, do I have to find this out in your music? He's like, I told you yesterday. That's what inspired the song.
Yes, but then just because he can dance in the rain, all of a sudden, all is forgiven.
Hey, you know what? That works for some of them. Didn't work for Ray J. You know what I mean? He danced in the rain a lot. You know, hold on. What about Mario? Mario danced in the rain a little bit, and I don't, you know what I mean? What about him?
He didn't dance that good.
Yeah, he sang his ass off for a second. Then he's like, you know what? They'll put me in a movie. You know, where I play a bad boy with a white teacher. That's always that. When's that coming out? They're gonna do that movie again in a few months.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to be in it.
I'm telling you, they'll film it right in Philly. Swear to God.
Yeah.
Why not, dude? Be cheaper than Hollywood at this point. Nah, they're gonna go to fucking Austin for that. That way they can get Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the principal.
Dude,
Back to class.
every student's gonna be roasting him as he walks by, and it's just gonna be him roasting.
Trying to say stuff back, but he's being just beat upon. But yeah, no, I like this theory. I've never dove too deep into an Usher, being a single person. I don't even really know much about his dating life. I know he dated that chick from TLC, Chili, if I'm not mistaken. They got kids or something, right?
Honestly, I don't know. I was just, I try to avoid him because he makes me so mad.
Okay.
Just
But you are banging some R. Kelly, though.
Of course, to this day.
I mean, that Ignition remix, you know what I mean? How could you not?
R. Kelly's locked up. It's fine.
You know what? You remember? Okay, let me pitch this to you, man. You remember when we were kids and we would make mixtapes, mix CDs?
Yes.
You could make a banging mix CD right now with literal top 3 of the best in the world. You know, R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, and what would you even call it now? It'd have a different name. It wouldn't be like Cool Songs. Best songs for the worst guys.
It'd be called Didn't Do Nothing.
Let them go.
Yeah. Free my nigga.
Oh, dude. I mean, just think about the catalog though of music that you could put together with guys that have been sort of shunned from the music industry. It would be the whole CD would be incredible.
We'd have Bill Cosby doing all the skits.
Throw himself on there, you know what I mean? The whole album. That's just the first part. Side B, you got Michael Jackson's Thriller. You know, you get the fucking Ignition remix on there. What was that? The Chocolate Factory by R. Kelly. Put that whole album on there. Whole thing slaps. Who else do we got?
All a Bad Boy.
Yeah, that's true.
Just anything Diddy produced.
Well, now we're going down in music level, though. Music quality has dropped quite a bit going to Bad Boy. I'm sorry, B.I.G., you know? I love that, but that's the only thing they ever had. What are we supposed to be like? Faith Evans, what a banger. She did well. I mean, she was so hot, though, let's be honest, but move past that. It's like Mariah Carey still exists.
Don't remind me, it's her time of year.
You're absolutely right. I forgot about it. She will be coming back again. I swear to God, her tits get bigger every time. She's like, hello, more ornaments. I am a doll. Meaning that she is plastic. She was created. She's an industry plant.
Well,
I don't know. We're going to change the whole integrity of this podcast. We're going to be complaining, and then by the end, we're going to be conspiracies.
Okay.
Tupac is alive.
So selfish.
And they hang out, dude. Why wouldn't they? Michael Jackson jumped out of the back of the ambulance. Nobody helped him. Lives in the woods like Ted Kaczynski. What of it, dude? Who's going looking? Prove me wrong.
Imagine being so famous that you have to fake your own death.
Imagine. Paul McCartney did it early, so he got it out of the way. He's like, I'm going to do it and then come back. Surprise everybody. You're like, you can do it. There's also the Eminem one.
That he's a clone.
Yeah, dude. Those are always fun. I like those.
Dude, those are fun, but they go too far sometimes. Like, I understand when they said Biden was a clone. They say Damar Hamlin's a clone. But
Okay, yeah.
a few months ago, everyone was saying Jamie Foxx is a clone now.
Yeah,
This is the old Jamie Foxx. This is the new Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
And the only thing that looks different is his hairline receded a little. That's called aging. It's not replacement.
It's like that's the one. They're like, fuck. The one thing we missed overall was on his top of his head.
Yeah.
The one thing. We got to do another one. Like, imagine like 4 or 5 of these dudes, and they just got to keep killing him off because his nose is a little to the left. All right, that's Jamie Foxx. F-U-C. Shoot him, get rid of him. Now do another one. You know what I mean? Multiples.
Just got a whole clone graveyard like Venture Brothers.
Yeah, we're getting way too deep.
Fuck it. It's episode 1.
Yeah, episode 1, we might as well go after Usher. You know, if we're going to target anyone, it's got to be Usher.
We're starting at the top.
I mean, I feel like I don't know the last time he put out music.
Me either. That's why I was so, like, he's still performing, though. I didn't realize everyone's still in love with him.
Wow. I mean, it is a little bit embarrassing to be dancing that much when you're that old.
Yeah, he's the only guy who still dances and his knees haven't given out.
That's what we think. That's what we think. He might be like MF Doom or some shit, just a guy's going out there that sort of looks like him. Doesn't his brother they look really similar, him and his brother? Fucking throw him out there 20 minutes. Do that the burn thing, the choreography. You know it. You've watched the video a million times. You're my biggest fan. Because we're brothers, because that's how that works.
Meanwhile, Usher's in the back giving another celebrity herpes.
Absolutely. They're like, he touched all of that food. He touched all of it. Don't have none of it. I wouldn't have any of it. I had some of it, but he also touched it. I had to have one of those little turkey club things with the toothpicks. It fucking looks good. What do you want me to say? But he touched all of it, guys. I'm just letting you guys know. I don't think herpes transfers that way. Well, fucking be safe.
That's the most talented herpes on earth right there.
He has to have that kind, right? When you're that high of a celebrity, it has to be like very classy kind. But it also spreads like a motherfucker. Like he shakes hands. That's why he doesn't do meet and greets probably. Unless it's with other women that already have,
already have the herp. That are already letting it burn.
Yeah, no kidding. Just to let it burn. He's like, I have a private doctor. He comes in. He once a month. He drains my pus. My pussy. Whatever. You know, I can't even think of what you would call them. Herpes. Other than herpes, my pussy.
My blisters, swallows.
There you go. My pussy blisters. Thank you. That's why we have to have another person, because if I did this alone, I would just keep going until I found it. And that's podcasting 101, folks.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to the man pad where if your dick bleeds, put us on it. Dude, imagine if that was a product. Hey, you want to know a joke that I always like telling people? It's not really a joke, but it's more of a statement, but it is a fact. Okay, listen to this, right? And tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Do you want to know how everybody knows men shouldn't have long hair?
How?
They don't make male hair ties. They never have. Not what you. There's not a. There, tell me, have you ever been to an aisle for male hair products and found hair ties?
Duh.
All right. Well, there's your answer. So cut your fucking hair, you weirdos.
You heard
Sorry,
it
I guess that's another complaint. I guess throw that in as another complaint. Long hairs.
Long-haired men.
You know what? All right, let me put an asterisk to that and say long-haired guys that choose to put it up. If you're growing your hair out and you don't put it up in a dude, Manny, just do the motion of putting your hair into a bun with your hands right now. And tell me that's not the gayest fucking thing.
I don't know. It feels kind of nice.
Dude, it is. Dude, get the fuck out of here.
It feels free. It's like wearing the kilt.
Oh, God, it feels so weird to me. I'm like, that motion, even of trying to collect the hair, I'm like, Jesus Christ, get me out of here. That's why, hold up. That's why you rarely ever see a man do it in public. How many times have you seen a man put his hair up in public?
Not once.
He does it inside, before, always, because it's gay.
Just in shade.
Episode 1, folks. How you like us now?
All right. Patreon.com/themanpad to vote on the problems, gripes, complaints, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, well, like, you want to go through them again? There's just the 4, right?
Yeah.
I got old people getting hurt and camouflage fashion.
I had shitting in public and Usher.
There it is.
All right.
Sorry, that's not the ending. I just love that beginning.
Don't get us copyright strike.
I think we're fine on a podcast, but on the live stream, they fuck me every time.
Well,
dude, I had a blast. This is a fun episode. I think we got a great future with this show. I think it's never ending. We picked 4 of them, and yet we threw in some extras just for the sake of it. Fun show, dude.
Yeah, just for feelsies.
Exactly.
I'm leaving a voicemail number at the Patreon. So if you listen and you want to comment,
I love it.
Probably aren't gonna listen or play them, but it's there.
It's there. It will exist.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right.